everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this astro forecast. So from today the 15th, literally jumping to the 18th. Why? We have this finally arriving new moon in Gemini. So if you are already working with the cycles of the moon, you know that usually the energy of the moon moves every 2.5 days. So it's kind of good to know how to prepare this energy a few days, usually 3 days before the event. And you can still work with the energy 3 days after. So I wanted to focus on this because you guys, it's kind of major. It's major as far as the energy work. And some of you, hi you guys, some of you know that I've been doing specific frequency healing workshops and things like that about your aura, helping you understand that this is your source of power. The same way you see the battle for source of energy, just in cars, okay, fossil fuel versus electricity, you have this ability. So literally we're understanding that we are a quantum biomechanic machine. Okay, so understanding this is kind of important because when you can shine your light, you start having all your psychic clairs connected, you start seeing your purpose and more so, and you just bring more clarity into your life, into your purpose. You start remembering the essence of your soul. So I thought it was interesting while I was meditating with this energy this morning that I felt this aura subject and topic very strong, and then Kali energy. So some of you may not know about Kali, which is this energy of the feminine that destroys, okay? That just destroys in order to build anew. And a part of me was like, I wonder if those are asteroids that I'm feeling. And guess what? Those were asteroids. So asteroid Kali and asteroid Aura are actually very intermingled with this new moon energy. And I was like, how do I do it? Well, just because I meditate on it and I listen to the subtle whispers that make no sense to my mind, but that makes sense to my heart. And my heart is connected to one purpose. It wants to support whatever energy waves we're going through. So there it is. So this is a snapshot of the energy for this new moon. It's coming this Sunday. By the way, I'm offering a special. So some of you, if you are going through waves of energy that are confusing, tomorrow, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, I will go live just to respond live to any messages and questions that you can purchase ahead of time. So those are going to be limited spots. If you want, you go and check out my bio link and you can pre-order, okay? $5, $10, depends on what you want as far as clarity. This is important at this time because look at this. We have everything pretty much, all the energy that is under the horizon. That means your subconscious. How fun. So some of you, if you do not know, on my YouTube channel, I have a frequency to help you tap into the subconscious mind. So you can go and remember your dreams because there's a lot of communication through the dream world, dream work, that you can gather pieces of the puzzle. So when you wake up, you start understanding how to live the dream and walk into the reality. Okay, so there's something as far as above the horizon. We have major players and teachers, okay? We have Saturn and we have Pluto. We talk about those two a lot, okay? Master teacher of power and master teacher of impact. And that means here, those are 11th house energy, 12th house energy. So a lot of healing occurring in your spirituality, anything that is linked to addiction. Oh, hi, thank you. So 12th house, anything you've been hooked on, addicted to as far as patterns, beliefs, it doesn't have to be substance, but it can be, okay? Impact, power, here in the 11th house. That means some of you, you know it and you have to admit it to yourself. Sometimes there's the peeps around you, your freaking entourage, okay? Some of you, you literally shared with me, I had this person coming out of the woodworks and they just like contacted me and I was like, should I not? Some of you, you said yes to the invitation and some of you saw. You got sick, all things messed up after that and you're like, what the frack? Okay, some people, it's just a vibrational lesson. You have to understand, if you feel that you're hesitant about meeting up with someone, doing something, it just doesn't feel right, this is a master teaching from the universe. It has nothing to do with the person really. There's just like an energy dance and they're saying like, do you want to dance again in this type of cycle and pattern? The universe is testing. Can you recognize the pattern? And patterns will repeat themselves until you understand them. So that's what's going on and that's above the horizon. So some of you realize a lot of things that are going to trigger you. They're going to happen, as soon as you wake up, and as soon as you go about your day, it's kind of like, it's a full energy blast. Now, it's triggering a lot of the subconscious. Now, let's go back to what I said. We have here, just by, you might not see it because I couldn't like stretch it larger here. We have the new moon. So sun, moon, we have the Atlantis asteroid, and that is just next to the Aura asteroid. So that means this is a point of energy right now. Where can I shine my light brighter? The Aura asteroid. Exactly on that new moon. Exactly on the asteroid Atlantis, which is about bringing a new grid. That means for you, a new grid of energy field for you to be sovereign in your aura, in your temple and your garden, okay? Because you got a temple, but then you have a garden, okay? You have your property space. But that means that you have to own up to it, to this power and what is given to you. Now, what was very interesting, I felt this Kali energy very strong. And she is here, okay, the asteroid, in the degrees of Cancer that speaks of success. So what does that mean? Kali is destroying everything that is in the way of your success. I love it. I could feel it. And that means this is just so supportive from the universe for you to understand what trips you, what makes you be disempowered, because that's the wounded healer. Where do you lose your empowerment? Where do you lose your light? You have to know what are the things that are disempowering you. So here, some of you might not know because you're not yet subscribers to the channel. But when I look at astrology and especially events, this is a compass, okay? This is the east, this is the west, this is the south, and this is the north, okay? So we have here the element of the within, so without, as above, so below. And we have one thing, which is the north node, up to the south node, that is your, as so is the soul, so is the universe. As the universe, so is the soul, sorry. Well, okay, so what we have here, when we tap into those angles, I'm gonna tell you, this is asking you within to build the image of you becoming your own superhero. Own up to your power. Own up to all the light that is available to you. And that means take the responsibility to look inside of yourself and remove all the things that are in the way. Now, very interestingly, on that same point, this is where we have the part of fortune. The part of fortune speaks. It's the wheel of fortune. Everybody thinks the wheel of fortune is great. The wheel of fortune speaks of change. That means what goes up must come down and what goes down must come up. So it is kind of this point where, what are you going to do with it? what are you going to do with your light? Is it going to scare you and limit you? Because you have to face your darkness. So are you going to find power in the dark moments? Are you going to be able to alchemize this? Are you going to be able to heal it and to find the end of those cycles? This is so strong inside of you. Some of you, if you've been feeling off, if you wake up in the morning and it's already like, this is this. This is this. And those are strong teacher, okay? The one that is showing you with Neptune, the illusion. You are living an illusion as far as you not harnessing your power and thinking that you're limited by this, by that, but you don't understand all the excuses that you give yourself. They are being trying to be cosmically squashed. Does it feel good? Nah. Depends. If you resist, it persists and it grows. Okay? So if you are not addressing this energy, and obviously some of you, you just don't know. Okay? So this is why I do the forecast. It's for you to understand what you're feeling. Hi, Nikki. So understand what you're feeling. So a lot of healing here towards the endings, and you have a part of fortune. That means some of you, this is make or break it. This is a very important time, and this is why I've been kind of putting out there on YouTube some frequencies so you can get support. Okay, I've been doing the workshop, so for some of you, you can get the support, and I'm even being guided to do some, pulling cards for some of you. So tomorrow, I will not do the astro forecast. I will reserve some time for some of you that need some answers, whether it's a channel message or a particular answer Friday and Sunday on the day of the new moon. Okay, some of you, I know you're working, but anyway, it will be saved. So if you cannot be there, you can still get your answers. Okay, so we have going on here in the midheaven is the galactic center. So literally here the promise is, because this is the public life, everything you can imagine, but especially more, is granted. It can be granted. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. Okay, so this is kind of and there's no, I was gonna say no parasite. There's no other activity here, okay? This is the midheaven. It's tapping into the galactic center, which is connection to all type of new information, new energy, new dreams, new images, new personalities, new scripts of your life, okay? That is being granted. But there is always a but, isn't it? Okay. But we have in opposition a lot. We have a lot. And it is majorly in the 4th house. So some of you, if you do not know what the motherfucking thing is, the 4th house, and yeah, this is family. We are family. Get the fuck out of here. So some of you, you know it. The family is where we got the most triggers, we got the most trauma bonds, we got the most ties, and this is where we are being requested by the universe. You want things that you can't even imagine, but you know it's there, you know it's in your reach, but there's a gap. It's like, I know it's there, I want to get there. Okay, this is the karmic patterns of the family, the ancestral lineage, all of those things that some of you, you've been doing again and again and again. But I give you a lot of tools, okay? I give you a lot of tools here because they're not just I give you some tools because I saw the placement, the aura asteroid, the Atlantis, which speaks of new grid. That means you have to start living the life and act as the person that you want to become. You have to, be the bigger person. And here we have Kali. Remember, so you have to harness the fact that family or no family by blood or things that happen or not, you have to remove the things that are in the way of your success. And that doesn't systematically mean the people. It means the way you've been relating to those people. How do you relate to your parents? How do you relate to your siblings? How do you relate to your close friend, to your ex-partnerships? How do you relate to everything that is living inside of you? Okay, this is the public life. This is your private life. Okay, that means when you come home, you close the door. How do you feel? So a lot of you, not only we wake up with a lot of energy, but when we come home, same shit. Even more. Even more. Why? Because we're going to be facing a lot of interactions here. And this specific angle of the interaction, you see there's nothing but vertex. Some of you, if you do not know vertex, vertex is the point of fate. This is the moment. Okay, remember, this is like make or break, but this is, it will make you. It will give you your destiny. It will bring you there. So where's that angle? It's the last degrees of Virgo. This is about, oh, you guys are not gonna like it. Inner work and outer work. So that means shadow work, light work, looking inside so we can change outside. It's a different type of change. And what is great is once you do this, you step into the first degrees of the archetype of Libra, which is spiritual motherfucking autonomy. Sorry, but you guys have to harness this power. This is you becoming a super hero, superhuman. Is you harnessing like your spiritual warriorship, okay? Understanding you have this power. Okay, so we have a lot. So remember, you wake up, you're going to feel a lot of battles about things that were rehearsed on and off again. And you're going to see in your relationship dynamics, okay, those interaction where you're going to be called to do the inner work. In terms of your health, you have a lot of inner guidance. You want to follow what feels right to your heart. This is why I've been putting a lot of reels that speaks of intuition. This is important. This is important as you go and step into the intuition. You're going to do a lot of inner work. Some of you carry a lot of baggage in your aura as far as what has occurred to you in your life. And all this is a lot of busyness here between your building your image, your potential to make something out of this image, and how you speak about this experience. So this is very self-mastery of the self. This is all self. And that means that you got to review in order for you to access the gateway to the self and the subconscious. You're going to want to clear the pathway. You're going to want to clear the parasites, the ones that are just not respecting your light. By the way, Margarita 55555T, you haven't been respecting my light. You're going to be freaking like dismissed. Some of you, you're not requesting to be live on this video. This is not the time for it. And this is an example, you know. This is an example. For some of you, there's many strikes of behaviors. Observe, but then you have to speak up, okay? Observe and then speak. Just make sure. Make sure you actually take the steps for yourself, okay? Because this is important. This will rebalance the scales of destiny. So this is what I have to share for this new moon in Gemini. Again, for some of you, if you want to be part of the live where I'll be answering some questions, it can be any channel message. It can be a particular question. You can pick the day. So either on Friday, so tomorrow, or on Sunday. And for the ones that got the workshop, I will see you Saturday. Thank you so much, you guys. And remember, you are a healer and spiritual warrior. Namaste.